Okay, so we had nobody, the winner of Teal's giveaway for the spare kit for the school ornament, the Jeanette Douglas pattern. I didn't hear from the winner, so I'm gonna pull another
Pays to be a loyal
name.
viewer.
I have to find YouTube random picker.
Tab 184. Open.
Yeah, those are my support tabs. Don't you have a bunch of tabs open?
I do
In
not.
fact, that's very few. Normally, I have like 100 of them.
Yeah.
That's very few. Shush. So we have 116 unique comments. Start the raffle, pick the winner. Ding, 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 drum roll. Brrr. The winner is Christina Tremblay, 826. Christina Tremblay, 826. Thank you, Teal, for the lovely giveaway. Now, this was back in July. So, Christina Tremblay, let's see if I can actually, you know what? I think I can get to her comment. Oop, look at how your hair was. Look at my hair.
Yeah.
I finally got rid of all the red. There she is. Okay, we're putting a heart. Christina Tremblay, you are the winner. See, I only discovered recently that I could do this.
Okay.
So,
so messaging them maybe though.
Yeah. Please.
They'll light a fire.
Congratulations.
Cool.
So from now on, I will go directly to the comment and leave you a reply on your comment, especially for this one since it was back in July. Apologies to the original winner that I didn't do that. If you see your name pulled up from before the last video that we did in July and I dinged you out of a prize, contact me. I'll send you something else.
Yeah.
Okay. So that takes care of the giveaway.
Cool.
My name is Caroline. I am the owner of Evertote.
And I'm Kerri, the owner and dyer of Roxy Floss.
We are recording here in London, Ontario, Canada on Thursday, October 17th, 2024. At the Evertote Roxy Floss Co. Beehive of Activity.
Yep.
So Stitch North is around the corner.
Yeah, it is.
So we were talking last night about renting. We have to rent a truck to get all of our shop stuff to the venue in Brampton. And do you want to know the reason why John can't drive home on Sunday?
Well, you said he was going down south.
He is heading down to North Carolina.
That's what I thought.
To help volunteer with the cleanup.
He's a good egg.
He is a good egg. So he is currently he's closing up the cottage at the moment, and he's going to trailer the fishing boat, and we've got a portable generator, chainsaw that's up there, so he's bringing that all back with him. He's not quite sure yet what they're going to want him to bring. It's kind of a, every day there's different, the organization that he's going to be working with, it's just going to be whatever needs doing. Nice. Volunteering at the, doling out food, chainsaw work, clearing out houses, who knows, but holy cow.
Yeah.
What a
mess.
What a just a tremendous bit of holy cow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about.
We're pretty lucky up here. We're pretty sheltered. We get the odd hurricane, or not hurricane, tornado.
The last hurricane was in the 60s that hit Toronto.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it rarely happens, obviously, but tornadoes, they're pretty
lots of, we do live in a tornado prone area.
But it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't like wipe out.
Oh, it's
I don't know.
Awful.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're,
I guess that's the benefit of
thinking
not
about
being,
you all. So
densely populated in Canada, right? There are tornadoes, but it doesn't affect a huge amount of people.
No, but I mean, we are densely populated where we are.
Sure.
Right? We're all sort of clustered along the border all along the country. So that's what's going on with my little family, and so
great.
He's been wanting to do search and rescue work for a long time, but he's finally at a stage in his life where he's got a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Hearthside orders are still going to be going out. He's still making those frames.
That's awesome. It's
yeah.
I really like this stage of life where the kids are pretty much independent. You still have to be there.
Yeah.
You have to like feed them and stuff.
Yeah.
But
once in a while.
Once in a while.
Usually they can feed themselves.
You're getting to a point in life where you're starting to do bucket stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice.
It is nice. Agreed. Agreed. So I have some stitching to share.
Yay.
I'm assuming you do too.
Well, I've become quite the monogamous stitcher.
Ooh, wow. I look forward to seeing it.
It's a function of laziness, actually.
Because you don't want to switch out your project?
Because all of my stuff is here now, and I've got one project at home. It's working. I'm going to ride this wave for a little while.
You know, actually that's quite clever. I have the bad habit of taking everything back and forth to home, which means there was a project I wanted to talk about today. It's at home.
Okay.
I have an FFO,
nice,
fully finished object, and I had an FO, but it's currently at the framers.
Oh.
I had 2 shop models come in. Kim finished the Blue Moon, the Artsy Housewife Blue Moon.
Right.
Oh, it looks beautiful, amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I only saw it on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
it looks
usually
so
doesn't do it
good.
justice.
No,
but...
it's so good. And Trina finished a piece by Nuri Shaded Stitchery, the Tree Medley.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so that one, we're releasing that with a bag set in the shop on November 4th. So I wanted to get those models framed before I go to Chops here in London. It's a family-owned framing business. And I showed up yesterday with these 3 pieces. I'm like, any chance you could do these in a week?
Yeah.
So they're going to use stuff they have in stock, and we should have them for Stitch North. So what I stitched, was the Yasmin's Made with Love winter sampler. I finished it. So I did post on Instagram, so I'll just pop in a photo here.
It's gorgeous.
But the next time we record, I'll show you. But while I was at Chops, I picked up a little something something. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the frame.
Isn't that pretty?
It's perfect for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
again,
that's fantastic.
I handed it to Craig and I said, you choose.
Yeah.
And I just...
It has Easter written all over it.
Isn't that pretty? I love it so much.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So this is In the Dale by Cosford Rise Stitchery, and I stitched it on 16 count Panettone Ada, dyed by this one over here, and it was charted for Roxy Floss Co, so I used the floss pack, and
it's perfect.
It turned out even better than I thought it was going to turn out. Like the frame just makes it.
Love it.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Very nice.
I just love it. If you are stitching this on a 28 count linen or an Ada and you buy the floss pack, you're going to want to be really frugal with your green floss, the sage floss. If you know that you make a lot of mistakes or you're not overly careful with your floss,
Wasteful Wendy.
Yeah. Wasteful Wendy. You may want an insurance skein of the sage. So pretty tight margins. Yeah, I love it. Ta-da!
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So there we go. FFO done. So I was looking at my I've been keeping track this year, my tally. I now have 17 finishes.
Wow.
And 33 new starts. So the thing is that I made a deal with myself because I have the 50 for 50, and what that is I turned 50 this year, and so I planned my year that I would start and finish a combo tally 50 things to celebrate the year. So I think I had 3 new starts left when I sort of did this, you know, taking stock of what I'd done. I knew that I had 3 left. I planned those 3 starts, and I'm like, but what if I really want to start something else? So I bargained with myself. You have to finish something, and then you can start something else. So I did. So the winter sampler was a quick, super fun stitch. So I knocked it out.
Nice. And now you can start something.
I already did.
Oh, nice.
I already did. So the there are 2 things that we carry in the shop that are based off of Caroline ideas.
I love how you air quote
like
that.
Caroline ideas. Like, I have a general thought in my mind. I know it's going to look amazing, but there's no actual plan. Okay? So the first one is Lila Studios Nevermore, where I'm charting my own course. Okay. And other people like my ideas, and
build your own adventure.
It's a build your own adventure, and they want to follow along. So we don't have the chart. Lila has PDFs available in her shop at www.lilastudio.net. And so this is the piece, Nevermore. It's a very popular piece. It's been around for a while. Lots of stitchers have stitched it. I love it. But, you know, not everybody's color palette is the same. And I envisioned it in different colors. This being sort of more autumnally color pack there. So sorry, there. So these are the colors that I picked. In our listing in the shop, because we actually listed the colors that I wanted to use, we listed it as a pack in the shop. And I shared my ideas, air quotes, my ideas, in a shop update video that I did like 2 years ago. And I had a general idea of where I was going to go with it. And I still have not finished this piece. I have completed up to, I think I've got the branch and the bottom of the raven, and this is all done. And I've had a couple of customers email me and viewers email me and say, you know, how's it going? Where is it? I'm stitching this and I don't quite know where to put what, and what are you planning? So I first of all point them to the video, and there is a link to that video in the shop listing, but I'll leave another link in the description box below of kind of what I'm planning.
Planning should be in air quotes.
Planning. But the thing with the beauty with this piece to me is that you really can do whatever you want, right? You got a black bird, you got black letters. You don't even have to stitch the letters in the black. I chose Vampish is my what I'm stitching the bird in. Vampish is a super, super rich, dark black purple. And yeah, so I brought it back out again because it's October, it's the season, and I really would love to I'd love to at least finish the bird and the words and get maybe this.
Bird and the word.
Bird and the word, right? I wanna get that done. Plus also, since it's a Caroline version, and I'm selling it in the shop, technically I really should have a completed shop model. So it's been 2 years. Enough is enough, Caroline. Get with it. You know, what's wrong with you? So, but I left it at home.
Oh,
I left it at home. I know.
God, you
and it
carried
really,
the lead.
I know. I left it at home. That's what I left at home. But it really is. What I'll do is, I'll pop in a picture or something in my Instagram stories later tonight or tomorrow, and I'll show it the next time we record.
That's good.
So, the other piece that's in the shop was one that I hadn't even started yet. And this one, okay, so I have, if you've been watching, I kitted up a whole bunch of things. I had like a kidding palooza. I kitted up a whole bunch of stuff for the year, you know, with all of these dreams of 50 for 50. This is the first one out of that bucket of things that I kitted up that I've actually started. So I have 2 projects in here. This is the More Winter Fun small bag. I love the small project bags. And the first one was, these are both heartstring samplery pieces. This is Christmas Bells sampler. I'm playing by Beth's color choices here, but Hannah did a conversion to Roxy Floss. But again, there's nothing surprising there. The colors are the same as what you see on the cover. This one, heartstring samplery, it must have been the mistletoe. So this one, again, this one's been around for a while. Is it focusing there? I don't think so.
My melon's
Sorry.
in the way.
Me too. There we go. So, I've loved this chart for a long time. Earlier this year, one of my 17 big finishes was Heartstring Samplery Hibernation Day.
Right, right.
So, this one, I didn't want to stitch it all. What is the original called for color? I don't even remember what it is, but it's like a green. It's like a khaki green. But I envisioned it in red. I envisioned a red sampler with pops of green and white. So I kitted
Is this going to be
up.
like a companion piece to Hibernation Day?
Kind of, but I'm stitching it on a much smaller count.
Okay.
Yes. So I chose, most of my sampler is going to be red with pops of white and green. So we did put a floss pack in the shop at least a year ago, and I still hadn't started it.
Okay.
And again, this is one of those Caroline choose your own adventure thing. And I thought, I really, again, people are asking, you should have something to show.
Oh, almost done.
So 2 nights ago, I started it after I finished the winter sampler. So there, I started at the bottom, as you can see, bottom left, and I'm going to stitch this like a band sampler. I'm going to start from the bottom, I'm going to work my way up, and I'm going to choose every row as I go where I'm going to place the little pops of color.
Yeah.
If there's a vine, I'll probably stitch it in green. If there are berries, there'll probably be some red because the majority of the sampler is going to be red. But mistletoe, the berries are white. It's a common mix-up that the berries are red. I think you can get pink or red mistletoe berries, but it's holly that's red. Mistletoe is the berries are white.
Okay.
So there's a place here to put white, there's a line of mistletoe here. So there'll be some white berries in there. There's berries up here. I'll probably make them red and then green border. So any leaves, they will be green, but any major band, the words will be red, flowers will be red. And that, so overwhelmingly red sampler with hits of white and green. The snowflakes will be white. See those big snowflakes
That's
there?
a good call.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. There. And then,
I like it.
yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using Panettone.
Nice.
40 count. 40 count Panettone, 1 strand of floss over 2.
Nice. So it's very dense. I don't know why. To my eyeballs, it looks really dense.
I don't know.
It's just normal.
Just normal. But isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm. Love
Like
it.
already.
Yeah.
Just a couple nights of stitching, and I like it a lot. So I did have a new start, but again, like I said, I had to do it. I had to do it for
sure.
the shop. It's been long enough. So that was my new start. Because it is the season, and this one's been hanging around long enough, I think I can pull out a finish.
I just saw somebody finish this.
I know, it was Karen.
It was Karen.
Yeah, it was
That's right.
Karen just
Yeah.
finished this. And again, she was enabled by mine, and hers is now finished,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
mine
yeah.
is not.
Yeah.
This is La Di Da Witch Witch. We just sold the last 2 charts that I had. I'm not going to be bringing in any more patterns, but we of course have fabric and floss. Mine was originally a one-of-a-kind linen. There's mine. I did so much the other night. I stitched the little thing there.
Yeah.
There was a vine there, and then I started the border.
You had like a major visit from the frog though at one point, didn't
Oh,
you?
I had 2 or 3 major
Okay.
visits from the frog.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one spent a lot of time in timeout because I was really mad
Yeah.
at it. It was in the skirt.
Okay.
And because it's a Quaker motif and geometric, it was very noticeable that it was very, very wrong.
Yeah.
So I had to rip it all out. And again, I'm using Vampish. That's my floss, Vampish. And this was a one-of-a-kind linen. It's 32 count. The closest thing that we have to it in the shop is Beekeeper.
Yeah.
At the moment, we only have 28 count in stock, but Kerri is dyeing.
in the process.
Currently dyeing the
Yeah.
other counts. They're just not listed yet.
Yeah.
Isn't she cute?
She's very cute.
Yeah.
I love her.
I know, me too. So
And once you get that skirt done, it's going to be
the
easy
skirt
business.
is the bulk. Yeah, obviously. Part of what I've been doing this week is getting things on scroll rods. Feels like I put like 3 projects on scroll rods that I had on Q snaps.
Yeah.
And for some reason it just wasn't working for me.
Yeah.
So I
you know
switched
what?
them out.
I haven't worked on scroll rods for, I'm going to say like 6 months now, and I'm actually missing it.
Yeah.
I do miss it.
Yeah. I like being able to roll them up and tuck them away.
Mm-hmm.
We are still working on generating a scroll rod sleeping bag.
So you don't
Bag
strip
option.
the paint off of
Yeah, I
your-
scratched my car with my scroll rods. First scratch on my car, and it was a good one. I made it worth it. I was not happy that day. It's like, yep, gonna make those scroll rod sleeping bags. Yeah. So I have a couple other things to talk about, but that's what I've been stitching. What have you been stitching?
Well, the last 2 weeks haven't been great. Last time we recorded, it was my birthday, and I didn't feel so good, and that was accurate. I became very sick.
Yeah.
Very, very sick, and you can probably hear in my voice I'm still riding that wave.
Yeah.
So not a lot of stitching. There was some good days and some bad days.
You were really sick.
I was really, really sick. You know what, I wasn't as sick as I have been with past COVID infections. On a scale of 1 to 10 COVID-ness,
Yeah.
it was, I don't know, a 6 or a 7. I didn't feel like death warmed over, but I wasn't good. And I started feeling better like a week ago, and I thought, oh, this is cool. I'll be able to go to work tomorrow. And I woke up the next day and I was worse. And then it just started getting progressively worse again, and it was like a post-viral thing. But anyways, there was a number of days where I could not stitch at all.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days where I actually went ham. So I've been working on Vicious, Artsy
nice.
Housewife.
Oh, wow, you did a
And
ton.
Yeah, I actually got quite a bit done, I think, last
that looks
week.
amazing.
Maybe I had the outline
Oh, yeah.
of the rows and a bit of the border.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been
That
going
looks
well.
phenomenal.
Started little kitty's face.
That looks so good.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I love it. And now I'm at about 60%, so I might as well just
Set it aside and call it good.
No, I'm gonna keep going because I'm gonna ride this monogamous wave.
That looks
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you.
Yeah, that looks so good. I love it.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Gorgeous.
I did finish that Weeds and Wildflower. I think I showed that last week.
You did.
So I would like to get...
I have not.
That's all right.
My birthday, Sal. But you finished it.
I did finish it, and I'd
Yeah.
like to finish Within a Dream.
Yeah.
And get both of those.
Oh, somebody did
done.
finish that recently.
I
It
saw
looks
it.
so good.
Yeah, and framed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Beautiful.
That
So I
looks
should probably
great. What
show
count linen
this.
is that?
40.
40.
And
Can I have a quicker?
Yeah, of course.
A quicker. A closer?
So here's Gigi's chart. Man, good thing I don't have the driving wheel here. Yeah. That kitty.
Porcelain linen.
Yes. Porcelain?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've heard from a couple of people that cat's no joke, but
Well, it's kind of like the moth, right? It's
Yeah.
it's full coverage. There's a lot of stitches in there. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
your stitching is perfect.
oh, thank you.
It looks so good. I love the color in the leaves.
Yeah, Hannah did a really
Yeah.
good job converting that.
That looks beautiful. Good job.
Thanks.
Good
So
job.
I'm gonna bust that out.
Well done.
Maybe I don't know if it'll be done by the end of October at this point, but
Well, we got a little retreat in
we've
the
got
way there.
yeah, that's what I'm. That weekend's sort of stitching right off. So
Yeah, no, we're going to be busy. I have a little giveaway. I received this a while ago, but I've only just dug it up because it sort of came to light when we were doing inventory. These were at the bottom of the yarn box from Heather Timber Yarns.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So the sampler September project that we did together, she took the floss from Ellen's charts and she converted it into self-striping yarn. I'll show you my socks in a minute. But she is not a stitcher, so she returned the floss to me that she used to base her colors off of. So I'm not going to sell these, but they are brand new full skeins of floss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these away with the chart.
Nice.
I don't have the chart for September's return with me, but this is the floss pack. So I've got September's return, there'll be a floss pack and a chart. And then I've got the floss pack for Agnes Kerr, 1830. So there's the floss. It's all tucked away in there.
That was an amazing finish.
Right?
Did you see that
Jess,
on Instagram?
Jess
Oh
finished
my God.
this. Stitchy Mess named Jess
Yeah.
on Instagram finished this. It looks incredible. This is an amazing chart. Ellen really gave it her all in this one. There is the specialty stitch version as well as a full cross stitch, just cross stitch version as well. So you can stitch it on anything.
Wow.
And Joanne Leger, I saw Joanne Leger is stitching this on Ada. If I know Joanne, it's probably 18 or 20. And she is doing the specialty stitches on Ada. So,
Okay.
Joanne, if you're watching this, can you bring your... Are you coming in October? I can't remember if you're coming in October. I want to see it. I want to see yours on Ada because I love that. I love like eyelets and everything. It's just gorgeous. But Jess, Stitchy Mess named Jess on Instagram, this was her first time doing specialty stitches. She challenged herself to use this chart doing special, and they're perfect.
Yeah.
They're
it's
perfect.
gorgeous.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
So, so this is giveaway number 2, floss pack and chart for Agnes Kerr. And so what you're going to do is it's going to be a YouTube giveaway. Don't leave the word giveaway in your comment. If you would like a chance to win this, just put the word Agnes in your comment. And for the other one, September.
Yeah.
No, yeah, September. Just use the word September. So both of those. And I will pull a winner in 2 weeks. None of this 6 months from now. Pull a winner in 2 weeks. The other thing I need to mention is we have a stitch along starting, a 12-month stitch along starting on November 1st. This is for the Hannah Attwater 1832.
Oh, look at those colors.
I know. Wow. Hannah and Michelle, MommaLovesYouGB, worked together Hannah converted Michelle's flosses to a Roxy Flossco list. So we have a Floss Boss Hannah floss pack in the shop for this chart. We have a Facebook group dedicated to the stitch along hosted by me. You can find the Facebook group. I'll leave a link in the description box below. It's just called, I think it's just Hannah Attwater 1832 SAL. Michelle, MommaLovesYouGB, is a member of that group as well. And there are no rules for this stitch along. If it's a start, you don't have to keep up. You can join in. If you've already started and you want to join the SAL, you are welcome. You can join with any material. You don't have to use the Roxy floss pack. You can have your own material, fabric, flosses, whatever. Just join in. I've got 2 options to tackle the SAL so that we all end up with a finished sampler a year from now. So options 1 and 2 are for those who like to tackle starting in a corner. So I am going to be starting on the bottom left, which is my preferred start. And I am tackling a small chunk of border along with 2 floral motifs each month. So on the Facebook group, I've taken pictures of my start so you can kind of see.
That's probably a really good plan of attack.
What I've done. Yeah, well, there's
just to do a little bit of border
just
every
a
month.
little bit of border because I do not like stitching border. I get very bored very easily. So I've got it divided up and I'm going left to right, right to left, left to right, and then one more backwards. And then I've got 11 and 12, the last 2 months. You can see I've left them quite light. Just Hannah's name as well as the top of the border, just divided into the last 2 months. And I did that purposely, knowing that if there were months that I couldn't quite keep up, I would have a 2-month slush at the end with just a little bit of stitching left. So you can either go, you can start in the bottom left corner, you can work your way like I'm going to do, or you can start in the top right corner and go the opposite way. I did have somebody who likes to start in the top right, so maybe they'll go backwards. Totally up to you. The other option is, of course, tackling the border first. So I've done the math. If you take 2 months to do the border, 1, 2, I can't see my notes. Yeah. So first month, and then second month, and then you can divide the rest of it into the remaining 10 months. So again, I have pictures of these on the Facebook group. You can see my ink circles a little bit better on there. So
how many stitches a month do you think it is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't count.
Is it like a Jacob amount of stitches
no.
in a month, or is it
No, these are just
doable?
little floral motifs. I think it's doable for me to do it in a month.
Yeah.
And the little floral motifs are not that big, right?
No.
So as long as you're consistent month to month, we should be able to finish it fairly easily, I think. So please join the Facebook group, no matter what you're stitching it with, if you want to join in with us. And it can even be a start along, even if you don't end up with a finished project. I think the more the merrier with this one. The PDFs are available for sale on Michelle's Etsy shop, which is MommaLovesYouGB. I'll leave a link in the drop down box below. It is charted for DMC, and I can't remember what her called for linen is. And frankly, I can't remember what linen Hannah chose for this one either, but I will be stitching it on whatever it was that we chose that's in the shop. So that starts November 1st. There is another SAL starting December 15th that is hosted by the Sunshine Stitchers, EJ and Sheila. I think it's EJ's SAL, but Sheila is joining in for the fun. That is the Modern Folk Embroidery Put a Bird on It. Starts December 15th. I think the majority of people, at least the majority of people who I'm seeing who are shopping with us for it, are also using Hannah's choice for flosses for that design. It is charted as a monochromatic sampler, but the front cover, Jacob has shown the options of color. And if you'll recall, the last time I spoke about it, I went on and on and on about floss. I won't do that again today.
Okay.
I have some knitting.
Nice.
I have some knitting. So maybe I've done a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is my back to school sampler striped timber sock that matches September's return. Not very much more. So, but again, it's easy. But my other sock, I just finished the heel flap last night. So this is the one that matches Agnes Kerr. I'm stitching. I am knitting the Mahogany Run pattern.
It's really nice.
By the Crazy Sock Lady.
Yeah.
It's very simple pattern.
Eyelets.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
So they match the eyelets of Agnes Kerr.
Yeah. It's like you planned it.
And look, there's my heel flap. Because it's self-striping, of course, those stripes are going to be bigger on the heel, and I don't care. So there we go. Look at that. I'm pretty pleased.
I really
with that.
love that stripe combination.
Isn't it good?
It's really nice.
Yeah, I love it. So
Do you have mini sets of those left?
Mini sets,
like, are the
sock
sets of the mini hanks?
Yeah, I have sets of 12.
Yeah.
I have sets of 12. I can't remember if they're 20 grams or 30 grams.
Because I almost need to buy more yarn. I was just thinking that would be a really nice toque.
Oh, yes. Ooh, that would be nice. No, we do. We have sets of 12 as well as sock sets still left. Yeah, yarn management here. Whatever. We'll just jam it back in the bag.
It's always the best course of
action. Yeah. So that's my knitting.
Nice.
And crochet with Caroline.
Oh, right. Right.
I did a video on my other channel. I used Hook by Robin tutorials, and I learned how to do a granny square.
You did too.
I did. I made 2 granny squares. The first one was very loose and sloppy, and
Well, I
you
wouldn't say that.
suggested I go down a
It's not a
hook
blanket
size.
I'd give to a small child, but
I went down a hook size, and I think I ended up using a 4, 5.
I think you landed at a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, once I got comfortable with the granny square, I decided that that wasn't the right course of action for my pillow. You might remember that I wanted to make a cover for a pillow. So I decided to really stick with the basics, because you know me, I'm immediately like, that's it, I'm making a blanket. Making a blanket, and I'll never finish it. So we're starting with a pillow. So I learned how to do single crochet.
Yeah.
And then this was my first attempt,
Yeah.
my learning, and it was not very good.
Well, just a few hiccups.
Well, I will tell you, I found it very frustrating. There's not much, there you go. So you can see, very wonky.
It's like it was an unintentional picot.
Yeah. Very, very uneven and wonky and holy and not nice. And it was funny because as I was doing this, John came to the office, and I was in here with a cup of coffee and this, and he's like,
Any judgment?
everything okay? And I'm like, I really don't like crochet. He said, you know, that's funny. He said, I recall you trying crochet a few years ago, and you didn't like crochet then either. What are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he remembered.
I know.
That's weird. And
Well, because normally I'm very enthusiastic about my crafts. So
Okay.
I think he remembered that I really did not like crochet. So, but I thought, you know, I have to get over this. And so I really took a close look at what I had done. And I thought, okay, I know how to read my knitting. I can see kind of what I've done. I added too many, right? I think I added too many.
You unintentionally, you accidentally increased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along the
In numerous places.
in numerous places.
Yeah.
Yes. So I tried again. And I did it. I had success.
Yeah.
Like I had success, and once that smell of success happens,
Oh, yeah.
then you start to like it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I get it. Like a little light bulb goes off, and it looks kind of pretty. And I thought,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I can do this. So I have a pillow form. I have a 14-inch pillow form.
Okay.
So I took my little swatch and I took it to the pillow, and I counted how many stitches per inch, and I put it on my pillow, and I'm like, okay, if that's how many stitches per inch, then I need this many. I need to chain this many.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it.
You did
I
it.
did it.
Crochet math.
I did crochet math. Like now I like crochet.
Yeah, it looks great.
So look what I've done.
That's
Now
awesome.
it's a little bit dense.
It is a little bit
Kerri
dense.
says I wouldn't want a sweater at this gauge.
No.
It
Or
would be
even a
like
blanket,
a
I
cardboard
think.
box.
Yeah.
But for a pillowcase cover,
Yeah.
it will be perfect. Now I did unintentionally increase one stitch on this end by accident, but I know what I did now.
Yeah.
And so I'm learning from my mistakes, and it'll block out.
For sure.
I'll just
And
sew it together with
That's
the other
220,
side.
right? Cascade.
Cascade 220.
So it'll
yeah.
it's gonna loosen up. It's gonna give a little bit once you block it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
So I love this color, and I had it in my stash. I don't have the ball band here. I can't remember.
I really like this. I think I knit
Isn't
a
it
sweater.
nice?
I think I knit Bridget a sweater in this colorway.
Isn't it pretty? So it's just this royal blue. Cascade 220. It's very easy to find.
But it's almost got like a turquoise undertones. in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And little tiny flecks of
Yeah.
turquoise will occasionally pop up. So I love this color. So I want a pillow.
Very nice.
So yeah. So I learned how to crochet, and I actually like it now.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
So I'm trying to do 1 to 2 rows a day.
Okay.
Not very much.
Well, if you're not relaxed.
I
It's a
didn't
recipe
want
for
to.
carpal
I didn't
tunnel,
want to
so-
wreck my elbow. Is finally back to normal.
Yeah.
My hands feel good. I didn't want to overdo it. So I can definitely see where, you know, with practice comes, you know, things will start to look more even.
Mhm.
Like my chain is not totally even.
That's right.
Some are smaller, some are bigger.
And are you picking up both top loops of your chain?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I not supposed to?
I don't
I'm
know
going
what the rules
through
are.
it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the rules are.
I
That would make
did
sense.
what Robin told me to do.
Well, Robin's more correct than
Okay.
me, so.
Robin told me to go through the V, like
Okay.
underneath the
Yeah.
V. Okay.
Makes sense then.
So, ta-da!
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with myself.
Love it.
So,
My crochet blanket lives here, my scrappy crochet
yeah.
blanket, so call me. I'll come up.
we should. I have a bunch of yarn that I'd bought for an Afghan, like I don't know if you care.
I do care.
There was a blog that I used to follow on, back when blogs were really popular. I know some people still read daily blogs, but I lost contact. She didn't know who I was. She doesn't know who I am. Lost contact with this blog I was reading. And she was a crafter in the States, and she just made beautiful things, and she's a really prolific knitter, and she did really simple stuff that was really useful. Okay. So she'd made a blanket for her bed, and she just knit really long garter stitch scarves.
Yeah.
That were like squares of color.
Yeah.
And then she knit them so that she started with the different color sequence for the next one.
Okay.
So that when she seamed them all together, it was like gingham.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? And
yeah.
so I bought in all natural colors.
Yeah.
So there's that Cascade Eco.
Yeah.
I've got a whole bin of it because I had dreams of making it myself. And I think I knit 2 garter stitch stripes before I was like over it. Yeah, but crochet's a lot faster.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So maybe I'll crochet something eventually after I finish my pillow. So
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, it was fun. I'm enjoying it. I no longer bear ill will towards crochet, and I think if I'd started with single crochet way back when, I probably would have had better success.
Okay.
But I started with, first of all, I started with a granny square, and I started with trying to make a ripple blanket.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's a lot.
And I couldn't figure out
learning curve.
why I could, I get the first peak, and then the second peak was kind of like not a peak. Okay. And I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. Yeah. And I tossed it. Yeah. Blamed crochet. Where really the problem was with me. So, but I'm really pleased.
No, I'm glad that you
I enjoy it. Yeah, I love it. What sweater are you wearing? Do you want to tell them about your sweater? Because it's really, really nice.
Thanks. I knit this a number of years ago. It is an Andrea Mowry sweater. I don't know. Even tide, even fall, even might not even be even. I don't know. Let me just Google that.
Do you remember what yarn you used? Some kind of yarn?
If I had, yes, actually I do remember. It was a Leo and Roxy. It was their custom milled base that we did.
Okay.
At the very, it's like a light. I think it's a light fingering maybe. Hey, you know what? I should go to my Ravelry page.
Hey, I never use mine. I'm terrible with that.
I have stopped using it, and I shouldn't because
it's a good way to keep track.
Yeah. And there's a lot of banana stuff on here.
Oh, wow. What's your Ravelry name?
This Roxy Knits.
Wow.
I think I gave that to Hannah.
Oh, yeah.
Even fell.
There it is. Even fell. Oh, that's nice. You finished
Even
it.
fall.
Oh, even fall.
My
Sorry.
bad.
Andrea Mowry.
So Andrea Mowry, even fall. And I did not write down the yarn, but now that I'm kind of thinking about it, it is, I think it was called Basics, and I don't know if Jolynn still carries it, but it's like a light fingering. It's quite a nice yarn.
Nice.
Solid colors.
It's really pretty.
Thank you.
Really pretty. I love the little
picot edges.
Edges on the neck and the cuff.
Thanks.
Very sweet.
I'm not a fan about, so obviously when you're knitting in the round.
Sorry.
That's right. When you're knitting in the round, obviously it's not a round, it's like a barber pole, right?
Right.
So you get jogs, and that's the only thing I don't like about it, because you can see the jogs.
Oh, in the back.
On the back of the sweater.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
It's at the back.
It's at the back. Whatever.
Watch me walk away.
Yeah. But yeah, I do really like it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
When I put it on this morning, it's like, maybe I should make another one of these. Because it's quick. Short sleeves, cropped. It's done.
Quick. We're just talking a lot. We haven't had to stop. Kerri's idea of quick and my idea of quick are totally different things. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Whoops. There we go. Just coming back on basically to say goodbye. Let's see. So the next time we're going to record, it's going to be Halloween.
Right.
And Stitch North will be over for the fall session.
Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. We're going to have a burger night on Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next October's retreat, little heads up if you're still here with me, with us, not just me. It's not all about me. Sorry.
That's all right.
At the end of our video here, we are going to be, Hannah has done all the numbers almost. There's one more thing I need to take care of before we can finalize our price for our Stitch North Presents Jeanette Douglas, October 2025.
Nice.
Registration for that is going to be available on October 30th. October 30th, probably 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's make it 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jeanette Douglas, the dates for that are October 24th, 25th, 26th, 2025. So 1 year from now, we will have Jeanette Douglas here.
Nice.
In Ontario. It's going to be in Brampton at the same hotel that we are always at for Stitch North. And there will not be classes. There will not be individual small classes to sign up for. Jeanette's going to do some talks. She's probably going to do a demonstration. So that's actually the last thing that I have to figure out and finalize pricing on is I'm getting, on Hannah's suggestion, and I think it's a great one, we're going to get a better sound system for the room, for
that
the
would
ballroom.
be beneficial. Yeah.
Because the internal system that they have at the hotel, it's fine. But you have to stand in a certain spot, and sometimes the microphone doesn't work very well. So we want to make sure that Jeanette has a sound system that's working at 100% capacity, and whether or not she'll need a projector or anything else. So I have to figure out pricing on that before we can finalize our costs. So yeah, October 30th we'll be signed up for that.
Nice.
Linen Club, Fabric Club, we are offering
a lot more.
We're bumping up our numbers by 30% for the November clubs. They will be live on the website on November the 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November the 8th. Hannah has done the math. She has mathed all the math. It will be spread out amongst all the different counts. A couple of things of note here. Please make sure that you choose your fabric count when you sign up for a club. If you do not choose your fabric count, it automatically assigns you by default 16 count Aida. We had at least 45, 48 people who picked fabric that they didn't actually want, which caused a fair bit of need to shuffle. Because the initial time that we offered club, it sold out in about 12 hours. So please make sure that you choose your fabric count.
Choose carefully.
Choose carefully. We are adding 18 count Aida to both traditional and modern, but 18 count Aida does not take color the same way as the other counts. So it will be
more muted.
More muted, especially probably if the modern is a darker color.
Yeah.
It'll be a little lighter.
Definitely.
So November 8th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. More linen.
I
and
would
Aida.
also like to say, spin us onto a positive note.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody who direct messaged me with their thoughts and about receiving their club and how nice they thought it was.
Aww.
So that was really,
It really was
warm
good.
and fuzzies.
It was.
So, thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for those messages. It was lovely.
It was great.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, so in a few months, hopefully those first clubs will be available in the shop.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
It was great.
Thanks. Yeah. Got the game plan for
Yep,
the
you
next
have
one.
started working on the next
Yeah.
one already.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
The theme will be holiday.
Oh. I love it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Good. Okay, so
That's it.
that's it.
Bye.
Have a great couple weeks, everybody. We'll see you soon.
See you later.
Happy stitching. Take care.